All right, there we go. Everything is up and running. How's everyone doing today? We already got some people in the chat. We'd love to see it. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, Tree, Mr. Weena, Slink, Juice, Chris, Tree again, Coles, and Chris again. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Making sure I got everybody. I think that's everybody. Hello, hello. Cole's already up to mischief in the chat. You know what muck backwards is? It's Grimer, obviously. That's the pre-evolution. I don't know what you're talking about, Coles. Hey, everyone, how's it going? How's your wonderful Friday? All right, let me get everything pulled up here. Well, I guess I'm going to have to do this first. Let's go ahead and close the extra timer. Cool. Everything is looking good for the muck run today. MT, can I dib Squirtle? I'm cool with it. But I know that we want to give everybody else a chance first. If nobody else dibs Squirtle, you can for sure have it. I know we have some newer people in the chat today that have not had a chance before, and I like to spread the love here and let everyone have a turn if possible. So if nobody else claims Squirtle, Coles, you can have it. But if somebody would like to be an HM pal for Pidgey, Charmander, or Squirtle, let me know in the chat. Can you nickname Muck Grimer? That would be pretty good. Justin is back and ready for the run. I love it. I love it. And Tree Goop, welcome in. Welcome, everybody. This is going to be an interesting run today. Muck is a lot stronger than I gave it credit for. And I think I know why. Hey, Justin got his membership back. Love that. I saw Cole's the Plants vs. Zombies screenshots in the Discord. But let's talk a little bit about Muck. Let's talk about what makes Muck interesting and special for the run today. So, I did not realize how high the HP and attack were for Muck. I knew they were decent, but I didn't think they were this good. So it has a base 105 HP and attack. I think you don't feel it very much because of its moves, and we'll get to that in a sec. It has base 75 defense and then base 65 special for Generation 1. It did get a higher special defense stat of 100 for later generations, which really makes it actually a pretty good Pokemon. Pretty well balanced as far as things go, like on the stat scene here, except for a 50 speed. That's going to be a big detriment for a solo run, for our run today. The Generation 1 learn set also is going to be a huge drawback. A lot of Gen 1 was intended to have moves available around the level you catch the Pokemon. So for Muck, because Grimer evolves late and you don't find wild Muck, I don't think at all in Red and Blue, or if you do it at a very high level. But music is bopping. What do we got? Ooh, got some good battle music going. But the main attacking move we get at all is Sludge by level up. Otherwise, we're stuck with Pound, and literally nothing else on the learn set deals damage. So it's going to be a very weird set for sure. Let's catch up with chat. Justin's green again. I love it. Hey, Lynn, welcome in. Muck does learn T-Bolt. It does indeed. I believe both Muck and the Coughing line get both Thunderbolt and Fire Blast. I'm not exactly sure why. That's Gen 1 for you. Chris, Muck is where babies come from. I hate that. Tree says, hey, MT, if the names surrounded by Navy officer or are not okay. Surrounded by or Navy officer. Yeah, I think they might be too long. I could just do Navy. I think Navy officer and surrounded by are both too long for Gen 1 nicknames. They're pretty limited on characters. And Cole says, I knew Primate learned T-Bolt. I do joke with it, Primate being a low-tier god of Pokemon World, but Muck, yeah. I don't know why, but we do get Thunderbolt by level up. Not by TM. By level up, we have a couple of very, I think, crucial moves for a solo run. We have access to Minimize. Now, my rule set does allow evasion moves by level up only. I don't get to teach the TM for Double Team, but if we learn Minimize by level up, we get to keep it. So that is going to be a huge benefit. Harden and Acid Armor are great badge boosting options as well. And then you get Screech and Poison Gas, which are just plain not very good. And that's kind of it by level up. By TM, we get a lot of better options. We get Toxic, we get Body Slam, we get Mega Drain, Thunderbolt, Mimic, Bide, Self-Destruct and Explosion for funsies, and Fire Blast. Now, I can't use Self-Destruct or Explosion because if my Pokemon faints, I have to reset. I'm not allowing other Pokemon to win the battle for us for a solo run. So those moves basically are completely useless. Mega Drain and Thunderbolt, though, I think are going to be staples on the moveset because it just gives us the necessary coverage we need. And unfortunately, I think that Body Slam might be the better option than Sludge. Sludge is pretty decent with Stab. It is only base 65 power, which is why I think Muck doesn't feel as strong as 105 base attack for Gen 1. Stab on that does put it close to 100 base power. So it is slightly better than Body Slam. The type coverage is pretty rough on it, though. Not completely terrible, but pretty rough. And we don't get it until 37, so we're going to be like a good ways through the game, probably in Sylph or like in Koga's gym by 37. That's pretty rough. Pretty rough. Body Slam and the special moves I think are going to be necessary. Seaman is an actual rank in the Navy, just saying. I kind of love that. For Muck. It's diabolical. Seaman the Muck is crazy. So that works. Okay, funny name. I think for funniness points, we got to go for it. I try to keep it fairly family friendly. I think that's borderline enough. I think it would work. In all caps, please. I might do it. Because that's really hilarious. I mean, the Muck Run's got to have a funny name. And that one's hilarious. I think I'm down for it. I think I'm down. It does still work, Coles. Okay, cool. So we're going to be, I think, aiming for Body Slam early, Mega Drain Thunderbolt for coverage, probably keep Minimize, may or may not take Sludge. Honestly, probably not. The tight coverage for Sludge late in the game isn't great. We got Giovanni that's going to resist almost all his Pokemon resist Sludge. Agatha is going to be useless with Sludge. I think Body Slam makes more sense. I do think that we're going to actually see Mega Drain, Thunderbolt, and Fire Blast on our moveset at different times. I could totally see that. Okay, let's go ahead and check out the tier list, actually, before we jump into the first run. I do plan for 2 runs. I think Muck's going to be pretty good with that 105 attack, but where do I think it will place on the tier list? Let's see, as far as the tier list goes, we have Persian is the newest addition in S tier, right behind Gengar, which is a huge surprise. Hey, Cosmic, welcome in. How are we all doing about today at the Move Pool Campfire, folks? I'm doing well, Cosmic. Seems like everyone's having fun. I might put the dash. I like the formatting of all caps with the dash. Seaman is going to be our nickname today for Muck, which is diabolical, but kind of hilarious. Okay. All right, so for Muck, where do we think Muck will land? I do think that our typing is going to be a detriment. Poison type is rough for Generation 1. We got Psychic moves at Koga's gym and Sabrina's gym at multiple points throughout the Sylph Co. And on Champion's team. That's rough. And Agatha. It's pretty dangerous. Sus name. I think we need a sus name for today, though. I think if any run's going to need a sus name, I think it's this one. Mid A tier, says Juice, and maybe A or B, says Chris. Yeah, I could see A or B. I think first run is probably going to be C tier, and we might be able to clean it up enough to be A or B tier. I could honestly see B tier being kind of our ceiling for Muck. It just depends on how Sabrina and some of the late game battles go. Sabrina and Koga. Because Koga could be a menace. Because since we do have minimize, so we have some setup, we have a huge weakness though. I'm here, are we naming Muck something sus? Yes, indeed. I think Cosmic loves it. Yeah, because we wanted a Navy rank for Tree today for the nickname. And it just worked out. Okay. All right, so that's what we're thinking for the tier list. Let's go ahead and minimize that back down and hide the stat page. We can jump into run number 1. We can just get this thing rocking and a rolling. Or not really rocking nor rolling. Muck does neither of those things. Okay, let me bring up my emulator to the front here so I can keep an eye on our frames and everything. Cool. All right, so we're going to be playing through run number 1 with nicknames. We do need 3 HM pals still. I know that Cole's wanted Squirtle. I know that Cole's gets kind of to claim Squirtle pretty often, so if somebody else really would like to be an HM pal, please let me know, because we need one for Pidgey and Charmander in the meantime. But let's go ahead and jump into run number 1. There's Muck. There's our little boy, our little blob. Speaking of which, I announced last week that Veggie and I are going to be having a baby in November. We just found out it's going to be a baby boy. Speaking of which, so we're going to be having a baby boy in November. We were looking forward to it, and things have been nuts ramping up to get the house ready and everything like that. So it's kind of a wild time. But thank you guys for always hanging out with me and making such a fun time to be on stream, be hanging out with you, and doing something I love. And then immediately after that, we got to name our Muck. All right, we'll just get rid of this guy. Pepsi Man without the pep. More like dripping instead of rolling. True. Okay. That seemed like it was a pretty easy win there. There's our Muck, our little Muck follower. He's got his little arms that come out when he walks. We gotta have that animation so he can know how to use pound. I see Trees. Were you asking about me? If there's able to hang out with me outside of chat. If that was your question, yes, there is a Discord, which is linked on the channel page. I think the one in the description might be broken. If you jump to the channel page, there's a link in my links on the top of the channel, which should include a Discord link to come hang out there. The jokes are going to be wild today, aren't they? I think so. What are the mods going to do tonight? Also, congrats to you. I'm a November baby too. I love it, Cosmic. Fantastic. Name him Mr. Mime. The baby? That's crazy. MT told that Curse of Blind Zombie Games fame, and he said, congrats. Oh, cool. Thank you so much for the congrats. Trying to read chat and walk at the same time. It's crazy. Okay. Could I beat Blue here right away? That's my question. I might be able to. We don't need antidotes today, which is nice. Our defense is decent. Our attack is already kind of crazy. So I kind of expect this to go quite well. Let's see. If this just works right away. Can you name the baby after Cosmic Chris was asking? That's hilarious. Ah, Growl first turn. Wow. I can't hit a poison gas. The Growl first turn really is rough, but it looks like our damage is pretty bad anyway. Ooh, buddy. Okay. I don't think we can do that until after Forest. Pound is just not strong enough. I don't know if I'm going to need to train significantly in the Forest. It might be. Cosmic Good Colton the First. I love the combo name. That's really funny. Do we fight? I think we just fight the bugs first. Cole's ain't no way. That's wild. And he's a November baby too? That's cool. We have a bunch of November babies in the chat. If MT and Veggie have another November baby that's a girl, then it should be named Annie for the lulz. That would be pretty funny. I mean, Veggie does love the name Annabelle or that type of name. So there is a vague possibility. Probably not. Yeah, probably not. Probably not anything Annie, but that would be pretty cool if it just ended up happening by circumstance. Muckspite is pretty cool. My dude looks like he's in a rave. That's what I wanted. I wanted his little arms to go. Because I almost did him as just like a little slime blob. And I'm like, no, he needs to have the arms. He has to have the arms. No, I should take one more battle, right? Let's go with this. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, because if I just take those 3 battles, that should put me at almost level 10, which should mean that blue is easy. I do think we're going to need at least level 13 for Brock, because we have no moves until level 30 by level up. So that's going to be a huge problem. Let's try this again. Ain't no way MT's gonna rep the Hungarians in his family tree. I don't have any Hungarians in my family tree, unfortunately. My side of the family is... My dad's side's almost like pure English, which is crazy. British. But, I mean, that'd be like 150 years ago. And my mom's side is more recently, as in like, I think within 2 or 3 generations, from Switzerland, I believe. But yeah, no Hungarian, unfortunately. Fortunately for Coles. Bro, if the new incoming Pokemon trainer is born on the 25th of November, my B-day, I'm gonna lose my head. On God. No, it's looking like very early November. It might even be like Halloween if the baby comes early, which I think would also be kind of hilarious. We'll have to see what happens. Okay, let's get to Brock's gym and fight the Light Years trainer. That might put me at 13, I would hope. I don't think I'm going to regret fighting the Jolteon team. If that's a huge problem, we don't have to fight blue. But I like the experience if we can get it. Okay, this is probably just going to go down in 1, right? Yep. We need a better Pidgey than that. Oh dear. We might have to just poison and wait. That's kind of rough, but we need the HM Pal. Who would like to be an HM Pal, by the way? We need another HM Pal. Tree suggested the name. Tree and Coles kind of can't work together on the name for Muck. We need somebody else to be the Pidgey. Hey, Sassy Sarah, welcome in. You got this, dude. Thank you. I should be knocking these out, actually. Probably not the Metapods. I don't know. Should I even be fighting them? Might as well, I guess. Because I think I need 13 anyway. I don't quite have enough to hit 13 after Light Years Trainer. Annie, you can be the Pidgey. I'm still wanting a Pidgey. Since this is first round, I'm not too worried about. There's the struggle to add some tick damage there. One more turn, and then that's a free catch for Pidgey. This will be Annie. Annie. Oop, missed an N. Annie. And you know what? We can even be specific. This is specifically Annie C. There we go. Oh no, Annie, she fainted. Oh no, our HM pal. Okay. How do you get the muck as a starter? It is a modified version of my copy of Pokemon Yellow. That is how. And welcome in, Keegan. You're new to the channel? Welcome, welcome. Everything else about the game is vanilla, so it's just to imitate as if you had done this through Game Shark. Yeah, this is actually not super promising. We need at least 13 before Brock, so I'm gonna go back and train a little bit. We can test. Oh, we're like almost there. I'll just fight a couple of encounters here. Technically, the forest is slightly faster on training, but I just didn't want to walk all that way because I was lazy. That Pidgey's pretty good luck. We only need 160. Come on. Hey, Moxie! MT, what do you think is the strangest status condition in Pokemon? Strangest? I mean, strangest has got to be when they refuse to listen to you and just start hitting themselves in confusion. That's pretty weird. But the one that can get the most strange is probably Attract. Welcome in, Moxie. Okay, let's test this out. I'm probably already saved. I'm a little worried about how this goes. Hear me out, Muck on the artwork has mad gains on one arm. Sus. That is very sus. Okay, so the problem here with Brock, if we use Disable on Geodude, he gets Struggle, which is stronger. We don't really want to do that. If we use Poison Gas on any of Brock's Pokemon, he can heal it with an antidote, which isn't great. So we have to do decent damage. Ooh. That is rough. Because in theory, if we hit a Poison Gas, he will spend his turn doing a full heal. And we have a ton of Poison Gas. So in theory, we could do this until we got really lucky with those Poison Gas. And then we could attack. This is not going to happen, though, at level 13. Ain't no way without a different move, and we don't have access to anything yet. So, I mean, in theory, I outsped. Wait, am I speed tied? I'm speed tied at 13. Okay. Yeah. This is a lot closer than I expected, honestly. Are you telling me there's a chance? Hold up. Okay. I started to believe at the last second. I was like, what the heck? Paralysis, like, my dude, go see a doctor, and that's a serious medical condition. Stop fighting and seek medical aid. For real. I don't think I actually needed to heal. I need a level 15, though. This is not going to happen any sooner than level 15. So it seems. I could probably... Could I train on Light Year's Trainer? I probably could for a little bit. So I'll plan on doing that until like level 12, 13? But I can't do too much there because it's going to take forever for that Sandshrew to knock us out pretty quick. What do you think is the best HM Pokemon overall? I mean, Bidoof is the legendary HM pal, or Zigzagoon. Zigzagoon with pickup in Emerald, or in Ruby specifically, actually. Before the pickup was fixed, that's the best HM pal. Being able to just pick up rare candies randomly and be your HM pal, and learn like Surf and Rock Smash and Strength and Cut too, right? I think Zigzagoon is a full Gambit, which is pretty darn good. Anything that learns Rock Smash in the early gens is like a huge benefit to the team. Moxie, you're wild. Moxie's always wild. It's not Gen 1, but the answer is the barrel can learn all the HMs. And the water HMs were most of the HMs. Yeah. Ziggy is such a good H employee, 100%. For Gen 1, the Needles are quite good HM users. They are quite good. Especially in yellow version. I believe they also get cut. Is that how that works? Don't they get cut in yellow version? I actually don't know. I know Charizard gets fly in yellow, but it doesn't in red and blue. So it kind of depends on the generation sometimes. Not the generation, but the game itself. Who needs HMs? All I need is walk through walls and a belly drum extreme speed Lanoon. There you go. And with that, you'll just beat the entire game. Lickety split. Not a sand attack. All right, let's get to 15. If we need higher than level 15, I am afraid for Muck, because that's going to mean our Brock split is going to be absolutely dreadful. Getting a Pokemon with a not optimal growth rate to level 15 is already not good, because I mean, if it's a starter or a basically one of the pink Pokemon, one of the fast growth rate Pokemon, like Clefairy, like Jigglypuff, like Chansey, Mew, they level up quite quickly. The starters with medium slow level up quite quickly. Medium fast, like Muck, not very good for the early game, unfortunately. Ah! I'm out of pound. Muck has been pounding too hard. You gotta go back. Not a sand attack. Sand attack is absolutely the worst. Hey, Rain. What's poppin', grimy boys? I love it. Muck is struggling here. Hey, level 15. We're literally so close. Okay, 15. We need to attempt Brock again at 15. Please say, I mean, we have 42 attack already. Please say that's enough with just pound. Okay. If this works, we're at least gonna have a somewhat decent Brock split when I optimize it next time. That's a crit. Ooh, oh, another crit. Okay, those are super lucky. We don't take very much damage. That was super lucky. I might have to reset that, depending on... There's Bide, so I can use Poison Gas. And then he's going to full restore here, or full heal. I could actually get rid of the full heals. Okay, he's not going to do anything now. I can just use this. Hurt by poison. Okay. Poison tick, bind tick. There's the Bide. Poison gas to waste time so that he can just take damage from the poison. And there we go. So we got very lucky there. I'm going to reset that just for testing purposes. We need to know... It doesn't actually count as a reset. We need to know without those 2 crits in a row on Geodude if it's reliable at 15. We might even be fine at 14, but I think 15 makes the most sense. Yeah, because without the crits, we do way less. So we're going to take more damage. Another crit, Muck? Okay, we'll take 1 crit. It shouldn't matter a ton. At least we have a way to stall out Bide, which really helps. Yeah, I think the strat here is just go for Poison Gas. Disable technically could disable Bide and make it so Onix can't move, which is pretty nice. However, the problem is in Gen 1 that disable will disable a random move. It won't use the one that it used last. Like, it won't affect the one it used last. So I actually don't know what... it will disable, which is unfortunate. We can just waste time with Poison Gas. It's not a very fast win, but I mean, it's super reliable. I mean, I think we could do this at 14. That's like such an easy win. I think 14 would be fine. 13 was a little too low. I'm willing to try 14 on the next run. What is Moxie up to? I gotta catch up with Chet. Hold on. What is going on over here? I'm out of pound, unrelated, but congrats again on becoming a father. MT, that's crazy. That is crazy. But thank you, Moxie. Oh, I'm not talking about Moxie. I announced it earlier, but it was right before you joined. It's gonna be a boy. It's a little baby boy. Mazda hammock punch this man. It's so funny. Got my first dessert, Rose Blossom. Looks a lot like this. That's cool, Rain. Very nice. This is a first round, so thumbs up. Love it. Okay. From here, there's not really much to think about with Muck. It's just we just got to go to Pound Town with Muck. That's all there is to it. We don't have any access to any good moves until we get to the SSN. So we just have to get through everything with Pound, meaning all the hikers are bad times. Moxie says, you know what Surf and MT have in common? More than enough PP, super defendable. And I would have it around even if it wasn't mandatory to make it through. I love it, Moxie. Yes, Muck does get body slam, so that's going to be a huge upgrade to our moveset. We do eventually get Sludge, which is technically slightly stronger than body slam. I don't think we need extra training for Misty, so I'm just going to continue. Technically, Sludge is slightly higher base power, but the typing is much worse than body slam. So I don't know if it's worth. Because with stab, it's close to 15 points more powerful in base power. But I don't know if it's worth. Thank you, Sassy Sarah. Those good moves come with experience. Yeah, we got to get a lot of experience to make it through to the actual moves we want, like Minimize. I think Minimize is at 33, which is a little rough. Okay, I skipped that potion. We really don't need many potions, probably. I probably overdid it by picking up all the stray potions. I don't think it's necessary to even get the ether, because we're not going to fight the hiker. Funny how MT is using Muck with Pound. Guess Body Slam is already used up. Cosmic, not you too. Having a boy and naming him Moxie? Oh, that's so exciting. I bet beating Lance without full restores so many times is what landed you having a boy. It really had me, I don't know. Boosted my testosterone? I don't know what you're getting at, Moxie. I don't think MT. Yep, that's probably the most accurate quote out there. I don't think. I just start speaking. Okay, so this is gonna be like super safe. Oh no, the Irisine Coleas. I don't know anything about gardening or flowers at all, so I probably butchered that. Hopefully you're able to regrow like part of it. It sounded like. Hopefully, Rain, or maybe you can get something else to replace it. Hoping you find a good solution. Hey, Yato, welcome in. The membership went to Yugoslavia again, Annie? Oh no. She's a root and hit the water table. Oh, that's it? And it will grow? Well, hopefully you can get one to make a comeback then. Okay. We are in Cerulean with Muck here. Annie says it's 6 o'clock. For them, it is currently 4:39 for me in the afternoon. Halen with the Minecraft movie quotes coming in strong. I mean, this blue fight is going to rely on not getting sand attack, but we just kind of keep hitting pound and just it's going to be fine as long as we don't miss a million times. So that works. There's really no reason to fight Misty any earlier. So we could go into the gym, fight her if we wanted an extra level there. Doesn't seem necessary. Okay, so blue's not really a problem without terrible sand attack luck. We do have to 3-hit the sand shrew, which is not ideal. But I think it can be probably pretty fine. Cosmic says Lord Dome is pleased for those that have liked, subscribed, and checked out the merch and joined the Discord. You must please Lord Dome, 100%. All praise Lord Dome. We're already level 20 on our way to get Minimize. That's what I'm most looking forward to. And Body Slam. Once we have Minimize and Body Slam, I think that we're going to be kind of just cruising through a lot of the game. Because until the Ghosts, which we'll have to use the special moves for, we will be able to just Body Slam everything. And it will work well enough. What happens if you pound for a long time? You run out of PP. Tree, if you use too many pounds, you run out of PP. Hey, Friedel, welcome in. Yeah, you have to have a membership to have the emotes. Unfortunately, that's how YouTube works. They lock it behind the memberships for whatever reason. The memberships are only 99 cents a month because I'm trying to make it so everyone can have one and have access to emotes and stuff for the chat, and it's literally as cheap as YouTube will let it go. I'm not going to have enough pound to get through the hikers. Coming up. Pound the PP to 0. Well, we only had 10 left there. Okay, we need another HM Pal for Charmander. Who's going to be our HM Pal for Charmander? Friedel. I haven't named anything after you, I don't think, before. Or at least not in a long time. Let's let Friedel have Charmander, shall we? Halen, you want one? Do you mind if I give you Squirtle? Halen, I know that Cole's wanted it, but Cole gets it more often. I think that we could let Halen have it for today. If that works for everybody. Oh, wow. You're welcome, Friedel. No problem. It's nice to have you in chat. I think I just poison gassed this Geodude to help speed this up because it's probably going to use some defense curls. Yep. And we just slowly chip away at Geodude here. Okay, let's potion twice. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna actually stop and pick up the extra potions. We have a lot. I don't expect that we'll have any issue there. You never got one? No, what an honor. Fantastic. I'm glad I got a name for you. Halen, your favorite is Squirtle, your favorite Gen 1 starter? I love it. I also am a Squirtle fan. So outside of the issues we had at Brock, I think that most of the mid game is gonna be like quite easy for Muck here. Like the sand attack will always be an issue because we're not dealing a ton of damage with Pound, so it's gonna put us in situations where we could be hit by sand attack. That might just be kind of luck of the draw. As far as things go, though, we're quite tanky because we have that really high base HP, decent enough defense. Our special is like not awful. 65 for Gen 1 is pretty okay. I mean, considering like I believe Blastoise's special is like 85, so it's only 20 points higher. That's what the odd thing with stats in Gen 1 is like mediocre stats in any of the values like is actually not as big a detriment in Gen 1 as it would be like in later gens. A mediocre stat can be overcome quite easily in Gen 1. Not confusion. I don't like being confused. Okay. Prepped for Misty. I could teach Bide just for fun to Seaman. There we go. MT's favorite is Squirtle. I'm not going to say anymore or I'll lose my mod roll. Oh no, Cosmic. What are you getting at over there? Okay. This is promising. Level 23 there as well. X defend might mean that it makes more sense to go for Bide. Yeah, I'm going to go for Bide. Oh, there's the Bubble Beam. Ah, and a crit. Yeah, I think it makes the most sense because of all of the defense like options here. She has Harden and X defend. So I think it makes the most sense to try and just land. I think, wait. What is the exact? I kind of want to test this. Oh. Because there is some sort of interaction here with poison damage and Bide. Yeah, I think it stacks the poison damage as counting as my Bide. I think is what it works. Somebody, if you have more details about that in the description, in the chat, let me know. Just because I think that's how it works. The poison damage breaks something in Gen 1 and like counts as damage inflicted to me for Bide because it doesn't know how to calculate it. I think that's correct. MT, if you weren't a father to be, I gotta know, Muck. What are you asking about? I don't even know if I want to know. That is, if that's a smash or pass question, that's a pass, hard pass. Ain't no way. I actually don't even know what the Moe or anything looks like for Muck. I don't know if there's any redeeming. The slime ball. MT, do you know if your little Pokemon trainer is going to be a fan of Gengar and Mew yet? It's acceptable to me for either of those options. It's got to be one of the two, right? If the little Pokemon trainer just dislikes Pokemon entirely, it's not mine. That's the true DNA test. All jokes aside, like I'm actually really pumped to be able to like kind of experience Pokemon through like a kid's eyes, you know, again, because that's gonna be like such a blast. Honestly, so much fun. The music is fire. It's just all just the official Pokemon music. It's all just a bop. I wouldn't be surprised if MT's kid's favorite Mon would be something like outlandish like Lumineon. That would be wild. Is anybody like have Lumineon as their favorite Pokemon like in the whole world? Can I send you a Moe Muck? I'll get on my computer right now. Sure. I mean, yeah. All right, we're finally going to have access to the best upgrade we could have asked for. Body Slam. If you say pass, we'll never collab again. No! I'll be honest in my review. All right, we just probably want to just teach Body Slam right away over Disable. We could keep Pound just for, just for funsies, really. But now I got Pound and Body Slam. Absolute menace. Hackers MT, can I be HM Pal? I believe that Halen is going to be the Squirtle. Now, Halen, you're going to be Squirtle today. Yellow version, you get Squirtle instead of Lapras as the HM Pal. You can get Lapras, but Squirtle is literally just as easy. And Squirtle is my favorite, so, you know. There is that. Do I need to heal? I could just for a little bit, but... Super excited for Mini MT. Thank you so much, Dazed. If you already, let me know, Moxie, when you send the whatever you're gonna send in Discord. I have no idea what to expect. I don't have my Discord pulled up, so I do not see a notification for it. Body Slam makes that fight super easy. Okay. Pidgey did better than we expected, but still not good. Yeah, Pidgey is still F tier, unfortunately. Frida was asking specifically about that. Has any of the last episodes been like surprising? Surprising? Persian was surprisingly good. I knew it would be okay. I was excited to use it because that was a Pokemon I just have never really gotten a chance to use in a playthrough really ever. I never have just stopped to use a Persian, you know? Like, Meowth is not usually an early game encounter, and like, I do a lot of solo running. So in these situations, I don't use anything except the one Pokemon. So it was like looking at the like movesets, I knew that Slash would be good, but we actually got Slash a lot later than I expected. Ooh, a crit. Double crit Surge, how dare you. A crit Thunderbolt into a crit Mega Punch. And no silly X speeds or goofiness. There's a failed Growl and a goofy X speed. That's what I was expecting, Surge. There you go. That gets us Thunderbolt. Place a Poison Gas. We'll keep Bide just in case. The cards are going to be incorrect for a second. It will fix once we get into another battle. My favorite Pokemon is Lapras. Oh, yeah? Well, you know what? Just for you, Halen, we could get both. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and give this to Dazed Coles. We'll combine them. We can pick up Lapras in the first round just for funsies. Persian is my favorite. Unfortunately, I missed out. Persian's good. Yeah. It ended up getting like S tier, and really, like, I knew it was going to be like fine, but it really did even better than I expected. It was a nice surprise. Okay, got to practice this new route this way. This is the way we're supposed to do that. I don't think there's any issue with Body Slam just one-shotting everything, but you know. There's a little PSA above for me. Okay. Let me finish this battle, and then I will catch it up with chat. Let's see. All jokes aside, as a father myself, hearing you and Veggie were becoming parents too, it made me smile inside so much, man. So happy for you and Veggie. Thank you so much, Cosmic. That's very kind of you. So Louis back in chat with some more. Yeah, it was very important. Thank you so much, Cosmic. Yeah, we're pumped. Like, it's honestly been one of those things that we had been waiting for a while and just kind of accepted that we might need to take further action for, you know, us to have kids at some point in the future. And then we just got a surprise. And you know what? It was like a long-awaited surprise, but we're very happy. Has he run Blastoise? I have not yet. No, I haven't run War Turtle either. Just Squirtle. Just Squirtle for now. Where's my repels? There's the Repels. Okay. So we don't have anything great for Cubones. We're gonna have to use Body Slam. That Bone Club does hurt. Thunderbolt and Body Slam are probably equally as good. Maybe I should pick up the potions, because we are actually using them a little bit more than I expected. We didn't use them much early game. Gotta go get noodles. Everyone behave and don't destroy chat. BRB. Sounds good, Cosmic. Everyone be good. You hate the mega designs in Emerald EMP. They're just this mod, but a bit furrier, stands up. But the worst offense is the distribution. Oh, interesting. I have not heard anything about Emerald EMP. Is it another hack of which I am just not aware of? Fix the paralysis. Okay. This is going to be actually another moment where we have a little bit of a situation, because we have self-destructing hiker coming up right now. And this guy is a menace for those like Muck that just don't have any coverage, because we don't get Mega Drain until after. So this could be rough. I mean, we might just be able to tank, honestly. Like, we might be able to tank a hit. Okay, there we go. We can just body slam through it, maybe? Yeah, we might be able to just kind of muscle our way through here. There's a self-destruct, but not too bad. Okay. So actually not a huge concern. I do worry. I think we'll be fine without body slam. We have to rely on pound now. Might repel. Thinking if that's a problem or not. JDX, we mucking? We are indeed mucking. Just mucking around over here. Okay. Sand attack. How dare? How dare? Fine. Take that, Pidgey. Take my bide. I will probably need to use max potion here. So I don't really want to stop at the Poke Center if I don't have to. I think we're finally going to be able to learn a new move here very shortly, because we're going to hit 30. Probably either this battle or the battle when we get to Cerulean. However, I might... Not Cerulean, Celadon. I might skip Rocket Hideout in Celadon. Is that crazy? I feel like we could. Because Minimize is going to be our big strat, and we're going to get badge boosted like crazy. I think we skip most of Rocket Hideout. I will still get the PP ups here, because I'm gonna need them, I think, for Fire Blast later for a secret time in the future. You have to follow your Discord TMs, my lord. Okay. Let me take a look here. Oh, we can relearn Poison Gas. No, thank you. Muck, you stink enough already. Okay. Pause briefly. All right. Is this Moxie up to no good over here? Let me see. I dare you to say no, you liar. Oh, is that the Alolan Muck too? You know what? Yeah. I understand. Yep. I understand. Moxie. That's allowed. Oh, Moxie. You crack me up. I can't believe that. That is a design I honestly did not expect. I mean, the artist in the Moe really can work some magic for sure. Well, and just in case you had a strong resolve. Yeah, that one definitely goes for it, doesn't it? Any muck that stinks good is crazy. Okay, sell all the stuff I don't need. I went very minimal in the rocket hideout, specifically because I know that we're going to be pretty strong, but we're going to have some problems possibly, so I don't want to give up the rare candy. That's really the only thing we can sell. I don't think I want to do the power plant. It's really out of the way to go to the power plant. I will grab 2 Pokédolls. I don't know if we'll use them or not. We'll grab a fresh water. Actually, I'm also going to grab Soda Pop. We're going to get a couple of TMs here because I need the money. And we'll get another fresh water and sell the TMs. Since I cannot use them, this should give me what I need to buy enough items. Okay, so I do think we're very, very slow. I think it makes more sense to get calciums, though. There's really no shot that we outspeed stuff like Alakazam. So I just don't think we should bank on getting faster. I think we just need to get a little bit bulkier for special in order to make it through. I think that's got to be the strategy here. All right, we got Fly. And he can finally fly. Arcanine deserves a Mega more than anything. I think the reason they haven't is because Arcanine's stats are genuinely like pretty solid. I think like design-wise, it definitely deserves to have a Mega. I just don't think that it's been called for as far as like just the strength of the Pokemon. Because really, the fact that we now have physical fire-type moves was the boost that Arcanine needed to just be great. Unfortunately, it's not super great in Gen 1. It's now on the wheel, actually, for our Spin the Wheel segment. Arcanine is the new addition. But unfortunately, it's not great in Gen 1, which is a real shame. Yeah, they sometimes take a Pokemon with 0 hotness and say, we're making this into art. It's wild. Like, they really put some serious effort into it. Do I want full restore here? I don't think so. I'll just save before the battle against this channeler. We have to rely on Thunderbolt, which isn't great. Coles was saying that whole Mega BS made me angry, though, of Emporium, and I stopped playing it altogether. Oh, Emerald Emporium is what you're talking about. I have heard of this then. I've never played it, but I know of what you are speaking. Ooh, not the Parafusion. Okay. But you just really don't like how they handled it, Coles? We don't need this HP up. We have crazy good HP already. That's really a disappointment. Because I've heard good things about Emerald Emporium, but I've never actually looked into it really at all. Mega Arcanine would be glorious, but it's completely unneeded. Yeah. Because Arcanine is great. So I wouldn't expect them to feel the need for a Mega anytime soon. Then again, they gave like Tyranitar and other pseudos Megas. So they have Mega T-Tar and Mega Salamence. Like, I guess, yeah. Why not, right? Why not Mega Arcanine? Maybe in the Legends ZA they'll do it. I could, I guess, see that. One who needed a complete overhaul is Toucanon. Ooh, a Mega Toucanon could be really cool. Just like go full on like artillery with it. Bonk. Bonk. It's gonna take a few hits. I don't think Thunderbolt is any better either. Maybe with the dropped attack stat. Actually, it was. Oop. That was a funny routing. Supposed to go here. Okay. We could probably just go ahead and fight Erica right now. We don't really need Bide anymore. We resist everything Erica can throw at us. I don't know if she even tries to set up statuses, honestly. I'll save here, and then we'll just fight both of these in a row. She might see the statuses are grass and poison types, which are not very effective types, and just ignore the status moves entirely and just go for wrap, which would work for me. The absorb is a bad move. Growl, I think Pound still KOs here. The Mega Infernape back sprite is literally buggy. It has major parts cut off. Oh, that's unfortunate. So we got to 4-hit this Tangela. That's not ideal. We did get a crit, but there's our minimize. Minimize in the place of bide. I'll throw one minimize up there so that we can just be a little bit more likely to dodge. Just going for Razor Leaf. There's the paralysis. Doesn't really matter. She just can't do enough damage. And there's Mega Drains. We can teach Mega Drain right away. In place of Pound. And that's basically our final set. Just because there's not a lot that Muck can learn. There's one thing I'm going to change right at the end with Fire Blast. But I think that's basically going to be what we're cruising with for most of the game. I don't expect a need to level that much, honestly. Thinking it through. Trading Minimize for Buy, this is literally the best trade in the world. 100%. Especially Gen 1 Minimize with the badge boosts. Oh, it's glorious. It's fantastic. There's a rare candy right there. We can grab this extra PP up if the emulator behaves. There we go. No, it would be a mistake to go through here at level 33. We should at least get to like 35. That will reduce our encounters as well in Safari Zone. So let's actually take a couple of battles here. Now that I'm thinking this through, let's take a couple of key battles. Let's test the damage on Weezing. Thunderbolt versus Body Slam. Body Slam's slightly better. Body Slam would have 3-shot that probably. We won't fight the Grimer guy because he kind of seems like a waste of time. Yeah, the Legends Hisuian Arcanine is super cool. And I'm really glad it got some love there. Because it really is an epic concept and design entirely. Like, it's awesome. Yeah, it's probably worth using an elixir here. We got 35 exactly right there. It's probably actually fine. I think I'm happy to leave it at 35 here. Minimize is going to make it so we can cut a lot of training, I think. I want to try it by skipping some of the training. Because if we can make this work with Minimize, that could mean that our time difference for the Brock split might be able to not be a huge detriment if we can make up some time in the later part of the game. Because we might need to wear candy for Koga. But I'm hoping that by Sabrina we'll have some solutions. Really, I guess the solution for Sabrina is just hit hard and just hope we survive. But maybe by the time we actually have to fight Sabrina, it'll be fine. Surprisingly, no encounters so far. Yeah, great. I think we can still only see the level 36 Nidorans. Is the only thing that we can actually encounter here, even at 35. So we might see one encounter. It's not the end of the world. Let's go to Sylph. I think we could probably actually fight Blue at 35 and win because of Minimize. I do actually realize that Sandslash on the champion team may be a concern. So we actually probably don't want to use rare candies before Koga. I am realizing. Nintendo gave me Lapras, I would refuse to ever. She needs more love. That is crazy, Moxie. My first comment stands, though. It does indeed for now. That is wild. But no, Mega Lapras would be insanely cool. It'd be super, super good. Try and max our stats here. All right, we're going to preserve the PP ups because we're not going to use those until we are in Elite Four, probably. I'm going to try to maybe get 38 before Blue, just for good measure. I probably could have fought that one biker by using the elixir, but you know, it might all be fine. Get the last elixir, because now we have one extra, or maybe two, depending on how the hiker in the Elite Four goes. A regional Lapras would also be super cool. Ooh, yeah, a rock type Lapras variant, that could be really awesome. I'm kind of actually low on my special moves. That guy has a Hypno. I'm going to skip him for now. I'll fight this guy. I do think I want the healing room, but I don't know if it's absolutely necessary. I will save before this guy. Let's just see if this is feasible. Taking a lot of damage from Raticate is a little bit alarming. We do survive. Okay. Oh! Oh my gosh, we barely survived that. So Sludge would be technically stronger than Body Slam. But I think for the matchup purposes, we have to not learn Sludge. Sludge is not a bad move as far as our available options. Just because Gen 1 has the worst poison type moves ever. It's really not terrible to use that. Yeah, I'll use the Hyper Potion. We have one more Drowsy to deal with here. Should be fine. You're back, Cosmic? And he's defending Moxie with that one. Flo, no, we are not good. I love that Annie's just honest. No, we're not being good. Okay, easy enough to beat that. And take a quick nap, grab an extra max potion. How much experience do I still need? A decent amount. So logic would dictate that we fight this guy. However, he also has Hypnose. If we're able to do this, okay. This will get us 38, most likely. The fact that we almost one-shot that was crazy. Okay. Yeah, so Drowsy goes down to 1. That's a huge help. Awesome. So that gets us 38. Which should be enough for Blue. Alright. This is lower level than I typically fight Blue, but we have access to Minimize now, which is kind of busted. And we have decent coverage. I am just going to go for it. What does going for it look like here? I think we just need to knock out the Sand Slash quickly to avoid Sand Attack. And then we can set up Minimize on Ninetales. I think that makes some sense. We're going to set up all the way, because why not? And we Body Slam. We have 239 attack. Craziness. We don't have a special boost yet for the stats. We lost our attack boost. Doesn't matter for Kadabra. Probably doesn't matter for Jolteon. It just misses. It does have Pin Missile, which is technically super effective, but it means it won't go for Thunder. And I'm actually okay with that. Oh, wait, no! This is Halen. I promised Halen we pick up Lapras on this first run just for fun. There you go, Halen. We got the Lapras today. Look at that. Lapras on the first run. Let's go. Okay. Let me use the max potion here. Fight Team Rocket. Lapras has always had a slightly draconic vibe to it, says Moxie. I would be down with the water dragon evolution that sheds its shell for wings and transports people by flight now. I love that. Moxie was also asking what are the odds of hitting a Pokemon with a +6 evasion. It is 1 in 4, I believe. It's a 25% chance. I believe, let me see if I can work backwards in logic here to double check that. So in Gen 1, the first hit of Sand Attack will drop your accuracy to 66% from 100 from 1 accuracy debuff. So then 2 drops down to 50%, 3 goes to 41%-ish, I believe, and then 4 drops to 33%, 5 drops to about 30%, and then 6, I believe, is 25%. I believe. I think that math is roughly right. Might not be exact, but I think that's kind of the rough estimates. So really going from 1 setup with 66% evasion, now like 66% accuracy, to all the way set up to 25% is actually not the biggest change. We're actually full health still. Let's freaking go. The big question is gonna be if we can beat Koga now. Benefit of Minimize also is that we get the badge boost stacks, which actually is even sometimes more helpful than just the Minimize itself. We don't get a ton out of it yet because we're still missing speed and special. But you know, there we go. There's Rhyhorn dealt with. Body Slam, Parad, and get out of here. Need a queen. Okay. Sweet. Boosting your evasion by just 1 is almost like the opponent having a permanent paralysis. That's so good. It's actually better because 33% chance then for them to just miss. And if their moves are not 100% accurate, that 66% is multiplied by whatever. So if there's 75% chance to hit a status move, that debuff applies on top of the 66% like now accuracy, or the 33% debuff on top of the accuracy. So that means that you're even less than the 66. You'd be like whatever that is, like 45%, something like that accuracy, which just is the reason evasion is so good. The stacking like benefits are awesome. When Minimize is legal and MT's using it, so we did a little trolling. That's pretty much exactly what we're going for. I think that like stuff like Minimize for Muck does make a big enough difference to just like, it's so important to like what the Pokemon is, that I like allowing Minimize on the Pokemon that learn it naturally. Because like for Clefairy and for Muck, like I feel like it's such a big part of their Pokemon that they are kind of trolly. You know, like that's kind of part of the point, if that makes sense. Okay, we'll use a full restore here so I don't have to go back. Save. Okay. Here comes the true test. We're going to have to not get just absolutely pulverized by Psychic. No stat drops, please. If we can get fully set up on this Venonat, I think we could be good. Okay. We're not going to outspeed, but we have to get lucky against Venomoth. 3-1 hits because of the attack boost. We actually get hit. And we crit. Okay, it's fine. No problem at all with Minimize. Good stuff. Gonna drop a save and get some water real quick. My voice is scratchy. Interestingly enough, a 66% chance to hit at 75% is exactly 50% chance to hit. Really, Moxie? That's cool. That must be why they did it that way? No way that's like totally intentional. It might just be a happy accident. Because that is so perfect. Let's see, where's Surf for Dazed Coals. And strength for... You know what? We'll give strength to Halen, the Lapras. Okay. That means that we're in a really good place now. We definitely don't want to fight Sabrina yet. So really our next option is we just have to go to Blaine. Cruising down to Cinnabar. I think that we could probably just fight one trainer as well in Blaine's gym. Yeah, we could just fight the one Ponyta trainer and get to level 43. That might be enough for Blaine because of our setup. The Ninetales could still be an issue. I could still see that. We're not going to even get the iron today. I might regret that. I might regret that. We're going to come back for that actually real quick. Because the reason I might regret that is because the Sand Slash on the Champions team is going to have Earthquake. And I don't think we one-shot. Oh, no way! That's rough. That's rough. Luckily, we saved right after we beat Koga. We gotta heal. Dang, Raticate doesn't let us run away because we're too slow. I was overconfident because Raticates are menaces. That is always a possibility in do that to Halen again. It's always a possibility in Pokemon Mansion because the Raticates are evil. Okay, here we go. And we can go back now. Use another Super Repel. Surf again. Well, at least I get the iron this time. I imagine Muck is sticky. Yeah, I think it definitely would be sticky. And not like in a... I don't know. Would the texture of Muck be like slime, like where it's really like satisfying to touch and play with? Or is it like super disgusting and like full of like garbage and trash and it stinks? Like what would it realistically be like? Oh, it does get sticky hold. That's true. So canonically, yeah. I guess technically it is sticky. All right, so we do want the calcium and the iron from the upper floors and this Carbos because we do want to be as bulky as possible since we are slow. And we don't have anything crazy for damage on Sand Slash. Mega Drain's only 40 base power. So really not that great. All right, here we go. Rare candy, secret key, and rare candy. Okay, we got through there without a problem this time. Let's go fight the Ponyta trainer in the gym, get to level 43. As long as we don't get hit by Flamethrower or Confuse Ray like first turn, I think we have a really good chance to beat Blaine on the first try. I will just Body Slam this Ponyta out of the way. Body Slam again, sure. That gives us 43, which is quite low level. We haven't used any rare candies yet, though. So I do think if we can make this work, it's going to be very worth. Clefairy is the epitome of gimmick, explanation above. Yeah, it does very much feel like a very gimmicky Pokemon. Awesome. Okay, I think we just go for it now. Ooh, nope. We need at least a couple more to guarantee. Come on. There we go. Snap out of confusion. Maybe? Yeah, there we go. It's Parad. Get out of here. And 2-hit. Ooh, not quite. There's the Reflect. All right, easy enough. As expected, Minimize is fine as long as we don't get hit by a Flamethrower and get burned like right away. Cool. That did give us, yeah, Fire Blast. We want Fire Blast, actually. Let's go heal. And I can catch up with chat again. Because Cosmic was saying, oh, look at that little Clefairy. It's so cute. It's waggling his little finger at me. Clefairy calls him a nuclear bombardment. Oh, Moxie, I don't know what the music was. My guy, you just sent the Molly Moxie in a second. Calm down. No, Moxie, not like that. Oh, man. Woo. Oh, I got something in my eye. That was funny, though. Coles, that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. All reset now. Yeah, we need... Probably, I'm going to toss whatever I don't need. I'm not planning on using Toxic. We need to go get Mimic. And then we have to figure out what we're going to do about Sabrina. We don't have access to Swift, which is my favorite way to troll Sabrina. So I think we just have to, once again, bank on the evasion stuff and hope that it works. I didn't even heal. Ah! Oh, it didn't use up. Okay. There we go. Problem solved. I don't think our attack is going to be a problem at all. I mean, we can technically get boosts here. Oh, lovely. Okay. With that, we outspeed. We can get rid of... Oh, okay. So Flash might be nicer. Oh, it's parried. Okay, and it missed. We're good. Yeah, that's dicey. We have to either chance getting hit by Flash, which like would be kind of rough, but probably the better thing than being hit by that Psychic from Kadabra, because that hurts. That straight up hurts. A stream is still up, I think. Clefairy. Oh yeah. All of the streams. I don't think anything has been taken down. I've only taken down some of the duplicate ones, where it's like the vertical and the horizontal, just to clean things up. But everything all the way back to like day one of the channel should be available in some format or another. I think I'll be level 45 when I get to Giovanni. This might be the first point that it makes some sense to use rare candies, because we're getting close to the end of the game. And there's level 45. Okay, Harden is fantastic for badge boosting. But I think we want Thunderbolt for Cloisters still going forward. Mega Drain is going to be necessary for... yeah, Mega Drain is going to be pretty important for most things. In theory, we could bank on Harden and minimize Body Slam. Mega Drain isn't absolutely necessary. But I think Mega Drain for Rhyhorn here is necessary, so we cannot learn Harden. Harden plus Minimize would be so many badge boosts, so we would be nearly maxing out our stats in some ways, I think. That'd be so many badge boosts. I don't think we can make it work, though, without dropping something super important. Because Mega Drain isn't the most important thing. We could get by with Mimic in a later point. But I think for Rhydon, Body Slam is just not going to cut it, even with a lot of badge boosts. I think it's just so much smarter to go for Mega Drain. Okay, I should go heal. I have a little bit of damage. I don't want to use... I think I have one more full restore. I might not. Let's heal up. Test failed successfully. Yep. Oh, I walked into an extra battle. I just went back and healed too. Well, we can test Mega Drain damage on Sandslash. Ew, Sand Attack! Get out of here. I gotta go heal again now. Well, I got another level. That's actually kind of wild. Just the extra one trainer? Hold up. I haven't fought any extra trainers That's worth it. Just to fight that guy. I mean, the sand attack was really unlucky, but we have Mega Drain still for that guy. That gives us exactly 46. That's kind of nice, actually. That might be good to just include in the route next time. Okay. Let's go into the battle like this and just see what we're working with. I think we do need to get rid of this. Ow. So much for that. Curse you, Giovanni. In your fissure. Speaking of Gardevoir, has anyone seen the life-size plush they made? Oh, 100% Cosmic. I saw a lot of people very worked up about that one. Hopefully, I mean, Nintendo has to know. I was about to say, hopefully they know what they're doing there. They have to know. There's no way they don't know. Okay, stop with the slash. You have 3 only. 3 evasion boosts. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, that wasted a lot, though. Oh, and then it just hits me with the... Of course it does. Hits me with an earthquake right away. Oof. You'll have to get a life-size Umbreon plushie for your daughter's birthday, Chris. A life-size Umbreon plushie would be awesome. Okay. So we can get by Dugtrio fairly easily. As long as it misses Fissure, okay. We have to set up, though, and it makes the most sense to set up against Persian. However, it does mean that Persian could set up. But at least Persian won't just KO us in like one hit. Could do some decent damage still, though. Well, actually, it's like not even set up at all, so I can use Mega Drain to cheese this. I missed twice after one double team from Persian. Okay. Body Slam. Missed the Earthquake. Body Slam. Body Slam. Missed the Earthquake. Lovely. And then we outspeed the Rhydon, and I think we just one-shot anyway. Oh, we don't. Good thing we have... Wow, that only did half damage. That's pain, because we lose the badge boosts. We could rare candy there. I don't think it's necessary, because Rhydon, as long as it misses, will go down in 2. Okay. If we can make it past Rival, we've used 0 rare candies before the Elite Four. And that'd be a really good place to be in. Because this will get us to 48. Which is pretty solid. If we can get to 49, just with one battle in Victory Road, we'll do so. He doesn't have Sand Attack anymore. So Minimize kind of makes sense here. And then Mega Drain. I don't know if that was enough to one-shot execute. Its defense is pretty good. We crit. I think that that's enough minimizes to make this battle pretty easy, though. Oof. We lose the badge boosts. Set up one more so we can get badge boosts again. Let's go. Body Slam. Body Slam. Ooh. 2 hits on Jolteon. Okay. We get 49 exactly right there. That's kind of perfect. Since we have 10 rare candies, we're going to get an 11th in Victory Road, and that'll put us to level 60 without any other experience counted. I think we'd go to 58 and then save 2 back for trying to optimize our experience curve. We could hold back more than that if we want to try to maximize our badge boosting. I don't think badge boosting is going to be super important against Hiker, though. Really just Agatha and Champ. So just 2 rare candy should be enough. Okay. Bayon, I love that. I love it, I love it. Okay, Super Repel and Strength from Lapras today. Right. Go get this rare candy very carefully. There we go. And now we don't have to fight anybody else unless we want more levels, but I think that we're probably fine. Right? I might eat those words here in a bit because I am going to have to fight that Sand Slash, and that scares me a little bit. But I think even if we get hit by an earthquake once, we can tank it. And that does mean that we can get 2 minimizes set up pretty much every single time. And at that point, he only has a 50-50 shot to hit us with anything. And we can heal with Mega Drain. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. Let's use the last repel, get off the bike for this little turn. Oh, no! We might as well use 1 rare candy to just... There we go. Just to avoid any more Onyxes. So technically, Onyx is the highest level encounter we can get at 49. Yeah, strength and also bike. Let's go! If we can get through on this first attempt of the Elite Four, no problems, I'm going to be very impressed with Muck. I do think that we're talking about an A-tier Pokemon here with Muck, which might be one of the best placements for a poison type because Minimize is busted. That Brock split was brutal, and I think we're going to shave off a decent amount of time in the next one, now that we kind of know that 14 is where we want to be. All right, let's bring this Seaman here up to... No Screech. That would have been bad. 6, 7, 58. Right there. Got 2 rare candies left. We got our full restores. We got our elixirs, rare candies. We have... Technically, we have a couple of things available to us. We got Mimic. We have Fire Blast. We have Rest. We have some good options here. I think... For this first one, I'm not worried about too much here because I can just Body Slam once. There we go. There's the Rest. It's going to prioritize Rest because it thinks it's super effective. I can Body Slam again. Try to get it to go to sleep again. There we go. Sleepy Dugong. And then we can Thunderbolt. Lovely. Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt's probably still better here. Now we can Body Slam. And Thunderbolt. Doesn't quite one-shot. But that's insane. That's really strong. That's what I was waiting for. I was cutting all of that training so we could get here at this point and just have an easy-peasy time of it. Let's freaking go. If we can get the perfect level 60 level up, I'll be very happy about that. I'm actually going to attack through both of these 2. Not the double team. Excuse you, sir. Only I'm allowed to do that. Now I can minimize. I'll just do like 3. And we can get rid of this hiker here in rapid fashion. Probably should have used Thunderbolt. We didn't quite get 60. That's a little bit brutal. Okay. I think we could get through this. I'm gonna double save. The high hiker, by hiker always cracks me up. And Moxie. Someone hit Bonk Moxie. Okay, we could technically go for whatchamacallit? Mimic here. Or we could just bank on doing that. We finally get acid armor, but now we don't need it. Oh, the supersonic hit after 3 evasion boosts? That's pain. Okay. Thunderbolt. 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 Okay. It's pretty good. It's a little rough. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Okay. I'm going to test my solution for this. My worry was that we would run out of Thunderbolts. We could technically Elixir here, and that would help. But I think, honestly, what might be the best solution at this point is Fire Blast. This is where I think Fire Blast finally gets to shine. So, I replaced Mega Drain, which may seem crazy because Mega Drain was good for Sand Slash. However, the thing is, Fire Blast is strong enough and still special that it's actually going to deal more than even a super effective Mega Drain against Sand Slash. And it's going to work a lot better against Agatha. The para immediately is pain. Para Fusion. Okay. Get rid of the Golbat. There we go. Fire Blast. Fire Blast. Ah, that's fine. We can just Thunderbolt now. There's level 60. Not Acid Armor. No, thank you. Okay. Fire Blast. Oh, we didn't set up any more. Oop. You can Body Slam the Arbok. Oop. We'll Fire Blast again. Oh, it was burned? That's fine. We'll just minimize. Okay. Body Slam again. Oop. Hello. I would like some badge boosts, please. Oh, okay. The para is painful. At least I can't be put to sleep, so the... there we go. The Dream Eater can't hit. Okay. That was a slog. I could teach Mimic, but I'd have to give up Minimize or one of the special moves. I could give up Body Slam, but that feels like a bad idea at this point in the playthrough. Because I don't think we want to rely on Mimic instead of Body Slam. I mean, we could, but it would mean we have an extra turn against Sand Slash, which I don't love. Yeah, no, let's keep with the strat we have here. I think Body Slam, Fire Blast, Thunderbolt, Minimize is a pretty good situation here. Okay, that's 2 badge boosts. That should be plenty for what we need here. Do we one-shot the Dragonairs? Oh, we do not. We do not. We need a couple more badge boosts. There's 61. Okay, actually, I could free setup there. Oop, okay. And Aerodactyl, Thunderbolt. Okay. Para is awful. Okay. Come on. We were so close. Uh-huh. I think, honestly, the easiest solution both for Agatha and for Lance is going to be Mimic. Mimic and Fire Blast in combination, which means we give up Body Slam. I'm willing to give it a shot here. This might be a terrible idea. Let's get rid of Gyarados, I guess. Oh, I didn't actually mean to do that. I mimicked Thunder Wave. Because I'm a goof, because I don't have Body Slam anymore. I forgot about that. Yeah, the problem is actually, then we don't have anything for second. Let's try it one more time. Mimic leaves us pretty in a pretty bad place against the second Dragonair. But if we set up fully on Gyarados, that might not be an issue. Because we could just set up all the way here. And then we could Thunderbolt. Just go for the Fire Blast on Dragonair. Just a crit. There we go. That'll at least get us to the next Dragonair. Then we can mimic Ice Beam. Speed drop is rough, but we probably don't outspeed the... Okay, this is pain. There we go. Missed a fly. Oh, we survive. Okay. No, that would work. That would work pretty okay. The question is, does this still work for champion? I'm actually not going to save, specifically because I'm really wary about it. It's because it's 63. Yeah, let's try this without saving. I'll have to beat Lance again. This might be a terrible idea. It might be a terrible idea. If we don't need Body Slam, that will free up some available space here. Yeah, we're going to take an Earthquake. It's a crit. Cool. I just want to see if it works. I think we just commit to the Mimic strategy. It's going to make everything else work a lot better. It feels bad, man, but I think it's got to be what it needs to. That needs to be what it needs to be. In this case, yeah, we minimize. Thunderbolt. We could try to preserve. I missed the Fire Blast. Thunderbolt. Free minimize. Thunderbolt. Okay. There's 61. Now I minimize some more. Did get hit by the Ice Beam, which I didn't love. Ice Beam. Okay, we're boosted a little bit, and we got Ice Beam. So now we don't outspeed Aerodactyl still, which is kind of to be expected because we're not very fast. But we will outspeed the Dragonite. So that works pretty okay. In this case, now we can do all of this. Save. We have rest as well. I just don't think we're actually going to need it. So I think I'll skip rest next time too. Ooh, which does mean we will lose out on one trainer. We had some pretty exact moments to level up. So that might be a bad thing, but okay. Yeah, it's not too bad. Mimic, Earthquake. We have to get pretty lucky about dodging Earthquakes here. But we will outspeed. Oh, did I not use my rare candies? That's actually a big mistake from me. I need those rare candies. That's what I was thinking of. That I didn't use. I need those rare candies to get a good idea how this goes down. Okay. Chat's been talking about guns in the chat. That's wild. I completely was focused on the game and not been following that conversation at all. And a crit. I hate the Sandslash crits. It's not even that common as far as Gen 1 crits. That is rough. Okay, so we're actually going to be over an hour and a half, I think, for the first run. But I was definitely testing and lollygagging around quite a bit. No, a crit again. I was like, with another setup there, I think I survived 2, which is pretty cool. I might be able to ditch Thunderbolts for rest if I really need it. Okay, that's a pretty decent chance we get hit by that. Yeah, 63, we can definitely survive 2, as long as no crit. Mimic, Earthquake, Fire Blast should KO then. Awesome. Earthquake. Look at our tiny little Seaman. Fire Blast. Burned as well. Lovely. Just Thunderbolt to get rid of him. Just to preserve the Earthquakes. Thunderbolt for Cloyster. We could Fire Blast there too, probably. Just a quick attack actually hits. And there's level 64. So we don't outspeed, but we will one-shot. And there's our time. 1:30:58 for the first run. There's a lot to clean up there, and I think we can totally do that and be under an hour and 10, I think. I think so. Okay, let's see where this leaves us for run number 1 here. I see the Lapras there for a second. 5 hours and 6 minutes of game time at level 64 with 12 resets. And once again, the real time was 1 hour, 30 minutes, and 58 seconds. A lot to clean up, but I think that we have a really good chance to get under an hour and 10. Let's bring up the tier list real quick, because an hour and 30 would put us in the D tier, at the top of the D tier ahead of Ammonite. I know that's not going to be the case for run number 2. We had to experiment a little bit, but I know that's not the case for run number 2. We were pretty minimal with all of our training as far as things go. I need to add 1 extra battle in the SSN to make up for the fact that we don't get the rest TM fight. So we're gonna have to figure that out. But if we can get under an hour and 10, that would put us in the middle of the B tier somewhere. And I think that's totally reasonable for Muck. The early game is a bit of a bummer that we can't get through at 13. We have to go to 14. I'll give 10 subs if you beat an hour and 10 because I know you can. All right, we got to give it a shot then. We got to do our best. All right, so for run number 2, we're going to jump right into it right away. There will be no nicknames, no testing, no funny business. We're going to be trying to get under an hour and 10. That is the goal. Game Freak lowered the crit rate so much because they couldn't find their wife's crit. Annie, that's wild. That killed me. Oh no, Tree. Not all the cleanup on the Muck run. The Seaman run. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. All right, let's go. Let's select B. All right, level 14 for Brock. We have no extra battles. Actually, that's what I'll do. I can add in no more battles on the SSN, but I can add in the battle against the Super Nerd in Rock Tunnel. Not Rock Tunnel, Mount Moon. That we skipped last time. That should equate to about the same experience. And should put us on the track where we need to be. But then basically minimum battles all the way up through Surge, with the exception of we pick up the rare candy and fight the one gentleman. And then it's pretty easy times. We fight Erica as soon as we finish the Pokemon Tower. And Koga was no problem because his first Venonat is not that scary. Blaine's a little bit of a dice roll as well as Sabrina, but Minimize makes it possible at a pretty low level. Giovanni at 46, if we fight the extra person in his gym, wasn't terrible. And that put us exactly at 49. So we could use those rare candies and get to 58 for the Elite Four, which worked out very well. Mimic for Agatha is going to make her better, as well as we figured out the strat for Lance. That works. And we didn't even need Body Slam at all for the rival. Okay, with all that figured out, it is time to try to get under an hour and 10. How crazy would it be if everyone typed pound every time you use pound? That would be wild. That'd be wild. You're gonna go make a quesadilla, Annie? That sounds delicious. That sounds fantastic. All right, let's get this set up. Let's go. We are cruising. We are gonna be going rapid pace to get this thing done. Because being able to be middle of the B tier for Muck, or even maybe A tier would be super cool. I don't know if A tier is possible. That'd be under an hour and 5 would be what we need for A tier. The Brock split and needing level 14 is probably rough enough that we're not going to ever make under an hour and 5, I don't think. The fact that we need so many extra levels is unfortunate. Okay, there's level 6. Okay, that was some funny routing, but I recovered and we didn't get a single encounter. Let's freaking go. However, I actually don't mind the encounters because we're just going to knock them out anyway because we need the experience. They're better in the forest, but we'll take them here if we need to. Wow, that was a perfect Route 1. That's wild. Let's get mucked up. The PP tier would be crazy. Under 50 minutes? Ain't no way. Even for something like Hypno, it has to be a really good run for under 50 minutes to make it up in the PP tier. The only ones that I think can challenge that. Wow, only one encounter for all of Route 1. That's kind of wild. Actually, not very wild at all because there were no wild Pokemon. Paralyzed Heal, let's go. We need to go to Forest before Blue because we weren't able to beat Blue at level 6. We definitely need like at least level 9 to make Blue a decent fight. And we went to this bug catcher first because I don't love the other fight with the last because her Pokemon can be quite a pain with Growl and Leer, where they can actually beat you in the early game if you are not careful, because the setup of getting hit by Growl a bunch of times straight into a Pokemon that uses Leer to boost their own damage is a bad time. It's a bad time. We're only level 7 here, which is not ideal. There we go. The crit is nice there. It's level 8. Fantastic. Knock out this Metapod. Go. Now we can knock out a couple of Pokemon here. There's the Pidgey. I don't think we knock out at level 8. We don't. Lovely. That's a guaranteed catch. I think that we're fine to take this battle. I will save and fight her. I think that we should be able to knock out in much less than 5 pounds each. Yeah, much less. Awesome. No issues there. So we're level 9, close to level 10. That's exactly where we want to be for Blue's fight. Okay. Poison Gas wasn't super useful at all, really. But the poison status could be kind of useful if it was on a better move, quite frankly. I won't fight this just so I don't take any damage right before the Blue fight. Hey, Fruitful. Welcome in, by the way. Ugh. A Leer and a Growl is a bad way to start this. Okay. Can I hit a Poison Gas first try? Yeah, I did. Ooh. Come on. There we go. Good job, Muck. Just barely. I almost had to wait for the poison to knock out the Eevee. That was actually really tense. Okay. We need to get to 14. We're already level 10. We have 2 more trainers in the forest. That should get us to about 11, maybe 12? Maybe 12. Especially if we knock out some of the wild Pokemon along the way, which is what I'm planning to do. Hello, Pidgeotto. That's some great experience for us. Fantastic. Pidgeotto gives like as much experience as a trainer battle in the early game here. If you saw that, it was 140 experience, 145 I think, compared to the 30 that the Caterpie gives us. It's a huge difference. Okay, knock out that Pidgey. There's level 11. Fantastic. I think I'm still okay to knock out this one. I might have to start conserving my pounds because it might run out. String shot is fine, as long as no harden. Great stuff. Okay, we have 20 more I can save, probably 5 for the Caterpie at the end. That means we can have up to 13 we use right here. We're barely not one-shotting the level 5 Caterpies. Yeah, we're only going to be like level 12-ish when we reach, yep. The light years trainer, we could blackout train. I already caught my Pidgey though. I don't know if it'd be really all that useful to do so. I am going to use up all of my moves, at least all of Pound, before we go to the gym to try and save time from walking back and forth. Because I think that we'll hit 13 in the gym, and we're still going to need to come back and train a little bit more. But hopefully not by too much. We're only 6.5 minutes. I think we're like 13.5 minutes or so to beat Brock the first time, maybe more. So we could be on a really good pace to literally cut our time in half for the Brock split. Yeah. Y'all are wild in the chat. Okay. There's 13. Cool. Yeah, this would take forever to knock us out with Sandshrew. No, I don't think blackout training is the right move there at all anyway. All right, we just need to get to 14. Let's go. Level 14 as fast as we can. Fruitful. Okay, so we're probably going to need another minute or so of this. Could we beat Brock in under 10? We might be able to, which might shave off like 5-ish minutes. I don't know exactly what our time for Brock was last time. I think Cosmic is busy. Y'all still be good even if Cosmic's busy. There's 14. Awesome. 8 minutes. I think we could get our first badge in under 10. That'd be really cool. Really cool. Okay. We do outspeed the Onyx as well. Save. Okay. It wasn't really worth using Poison Gas, I don't think, on Geodude. Let's check our damage here. Maybe it is worth. No, it's not worth. It's not worth. It's not worth. I regret my decisions. Just try for crits. Oh, we got 2 crits. Okay. Poison gas. Poison gas. There's the bide. Poison gas. Poison gas. There we go. Pound, because we outspeed. There's the full heal. Go for the bide. Come on. Go for the bide. There we go. There's the bide. Bind was disabled. Not bide. That would have actually been really lucky there. There's the full heal. There's the full heal. Full heal. I think that's all of them. There's bide. Stall out the bide. Okay. Yep, he's out of... There we go. Yeah, 14, it's possible. 13 was pretty rough. Just because we were really not doing any damage against Geodude. It looks like we got 1 maybe extra HP of damage each time from going to from 13 to 14, and I think that made a big difference. Let's save so we don't lose that Brock fight. We did get under 10 minutes. 2 crits on a Friday is a great way to start the weekend. We are crushing now. I might actually need to add in another trainer on top, not counting just the super nerd I'm going to add, because we did not train as much in the wild, which does mean our experience is going to be slightly different. there as well. I'd rather overtrain than under, so I might add the swimmer in Misty's gym as well. Gotta have the energy for a good day of pounding. 100%. You gotta save your energy for all this pound. Yep. Oh, I almost ran into that trainer. She is not very nice because she has Pidgeys with Sand Attack, 2 of them. And they are mean. I don't think we had any issues with running out of pound. Thank you, Justin, for the 5 gifted memberships. That's very kind of you. Hey, Prefer Death got one. I love that. And Skypey. It looks like they're working so far. W Justin, 100% W Justin. I ran into an extra encounter, but that's not the biggest deal in the world. Let's go heal. And then we got to get over to this super nerd. This little punk that we always beat up. So there's only one super nerd allowed around here. Oop. Extra pound. You know what? Extra experience. We'll take it. I love that some of our regulars do get the memberships through the donations, but for some reason, some like Annie just haven't gotten them because, I don't know, YouTube's weird. And then YouTube is like, we're out of people to give memberships to. And I'm like, what? There's literally people here right now that don't have memberships. Doesn't make any sense. His super nerd is me. Okay, avoid this guy. Get out of my way, Geodude. Yeah, let's go, Muck. Hey, Clefairy. Fancy seeing you here. Ugh, there's a lot of encounters this time in Mount Moon. Come on, get out of my way. We're doing so much better. I think we're still like 3 minutes or so, maybe faster. Like, I don't think we were even through Brock yet on the first run. So we were still sorting out like how to even beat him. So huge improvement there. Did he disable my disable? That's wild, sir. I didn't even need that anyway. I don't think I even need to heal before Team Rocket because that was insane. Great performance. Muck, so far, so good. We're even, I think, a level higher going into this fight because we fought the extra trainer there and we hit 18. Nice. Like that. We must be very close to what we need. I probably should have knocked out that Zubat, because I could have knocked out a few extra Pokemon. So we did have 15 pounds left. You didn't buy Repel? There's no Repel in Pewter in Yellow version. It is not available. I believe it's available in Gen 3. I don't know if it's available in Red and Blue, actually. Not sure. Please no Growl Spearow. Please go down to this pound. Ooh, okay. Ooh, it failed to Growl. Okay. Because Growl would make this Sandshrew a nightmare. Oop, there's already a Sand Attack. Not the end of the world, because we are pretty beefy. As long as we don't get hit by too many of those Hyper Fangs. Okay, now we just got to knock out this Eevee somehow. Come on. Come on. There we go. It works. It just works. All right. Hey, Juice, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Let's see if they keep working. Hey, Riley got one. And Nate got one. And Foxes. Cool. Muhared and Jakey Cakes. Fantastic. For any... I'm trying to turbo through as many of these menus as possible so we can really get Muck a good time. Already huge improvements. Just finding the exact balance of like what works well enough, but saves us as much time as possible. Sometimes a delicate balance. She didn't get one, I know. Chris with another membership. Charlemagne, quite the username. Very cool. But, hey, Moherd. Welcome in. Yeah, you did. We're having some gifteds coming in right now. Trying to get one for Annie, I think, is the goal here. We're playing with Muck only in yellow version. Trying to set a speedrun time for Muck. And it starts with very bad moves. But 15 minutes, we're on Nugget Bridge. We have not fought Misty yet. We're going to come back around and fight her on the way back out toward Vermilion. W Chris, 100% W Chris. W to everybody who donates, because it's so kind of you to do so. Because it helps the community and helps build us all up and gives us access to emotes and fun stuff. Ah, not rap. Ekans, good sir. I think I need to go heal because I'm not going to have enough with just pound. Oh, I didn't teach Bide. I should do that. Thank you, Justin, for the gifted membership. I need to teach Bide. There we go. So I also get gifted the streams I'm not watching. Yeah, that seems to happen for some reason. I don't know why. It doesn't seem to take into account who's actually actively watching, which is funny. This is like the 5th time I've been gifted a membership to this channel. I love it. Well, you're always welcome here, Moohaired. I need to poison gas this fool because he's gonna... Ooh, okay, we got a crit. Love it. There's another defense curl. Defense curl. I think we can get through this without Bide. Okay, we didn't need Bide this time. I will use another potion. Or Muck. Yeah, I know. We've been trying, Annie. I don't know what's up with that. You're immune to membership. Annie is steel type and membership is poison type today, I guess. I sometimes receive gifted memberships to this channel when I'm not watching. I do like the Friday streams, though. Thank you, Fruitful. That's really kind of you to say. I really love the solo running. I've been thinking about doing it twice a week to help us get through the tier list a little bit quicker. But I don't know if it'd be a little bit too samey to have 2 of these a week. I don't even know if I have the time right now to do 2 a week at the moment because I'm trying to still work on that edited video in the background, which I'm recording more and more footage for and getting all the fine-tuned stuff done. But obviously, if I stream more, then I have less time to work on that. And life is already crazy. Yeah, I know that Annie has them enabled because I think Annie has received them before, but it's always really hard for some reason to get one that actually goes to Annie. Okay, let's fight this guy. That way we can get to Masingno, the true goat of Gen 1. I would love to actually see how the original Masingno does. We could, I mean, it'd be fun to do all of the Masingnos at some point. That might have to be like an edited video, because that would be kind of an insane project. Because I think there's a good handful of them, of different stats. The one that everyone's familiar with is the one that we encounter off of Cinnabar. That city, not Cerulean. We were in Cerulean. 2 a week would be goated, especially if one was a Tuesday because I wouldn't be working. I mean, that'd be fun. I just don't know. Maybe at some point we could make that happen. Okay. There we go. That works. Bide the bubble beam, and it works. Okay. It just works. Did I get the rare candy? I feel insane. Like, I feel like I didn't get it. No, I did. I'm just crazy. Okay. Save right here because this drowsy could theoretically become an issue. There's 5 Masinos, you think? A tree? Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how many because there's a couple that have sprites, I believe, that are related to the fossil like display Pokemon. And I think there's one other spriteless one, like the common one, that has different stats. But I don't think it's as strong. The common Missingno that we've seen like throughout all the years, that one has a really high attack stat, I believe, and like a garbage HP and defense stat, I believe is the breakdown for it. But each one has its own things. There's also a bunch of Missingno moves that are like, their names are like TM whatever number, like they don't have a name. And they're not even assigned to an actual, like the TM number is already a different TM, but the move just has a name of a TM. One of my favorite ones is basically there's a bug type move in the data for Gen 1 that is basically like a bug type egg bomb move, basically. Very similar. And I wish they had something like that. I think it's even less accurate though. It's a high power, low accuracy move in the vein of something like egg bomb. There's also some that are like 10% accurate, like some unused moves, which would be absolutely insane to try and use in a playthrough. Okay, place it disable. Potion, sure. I'll happily take that. Let's go this way. Okay, so I probably need to add one more trainer, I believe is what we're going to be looking at here. Oh, I should be using Body Slam. I'm so silly. So I might actually just fight this last right here because she's right here. We can one-shot her Jigglypuff. That hopefully will put us right about where we need to be. I'm hoping. Yellow has its own Missingno variants. You need to port the RB Missingnos over. Yeah, I would have to. I'd have to like recreate them in yellow. Common one Ghost, Aerodactyl, Kabutops, and a bunch of pixels. Yeah. Silly levels catastrophic. I'd have to like, yeah, get the actual stats on these things, which might be a little bit difficult to get like really reliable stats. Because like the one that everyone knows, I feel like we could get info on pretty easily. I don't know if we have really good documentation on every single one. I would love to recreate them though. Can we potion? We can potion. And then I can use dig for Charmander as well as cut for Charmander. And that basically is all we need for Surge. I will save because he's always a little bit of a roulette here. It's a brutal run. Oh, I'm sure it's a brutal run. But I kind of like the brutal ones because they're sometimes really funny. There we go. Surge, no problem this time. Let's go ahead and teach TM24 over Poison Gas. And then that will update in a moment. Okay. 23 minutes, we have beaten Surge. Now from here, I believe we were minimum battles throughout Rock Tunnel. Kind of routed funny there. Ah, excuse me, sir. Okay, we can heal here, and then we can get the bike. I'm trying to practice this route out the south side of Cerulean instead of going back to the house. It goes a little something like this, and then like this. Oop. And then like this. Okay. Ah! Terrible routing. So I fumbled the controller like crazy, but I gotta get used to that. Okay. At least these are guaranteed one-shots, so this trainer is really actually not an issue at all. So we don't actually need a save there, but you know, she's just like a place I always usually save. Your insulin pump just failed? And it is important to keep an eye on those things. I mean, my sister actually has type 1 diabetes and an insulin pump. And I know how important they are. I know they're frustrating, though. There's an absolutely understandable desire to just not think about it when you're busy. I totally understand. But I want to make sure that you stay healthy and happy. The Bone Club hurts. He's on fire tonight, and he's always wild. Yeah, the interesting thing is if you tried to actually catch and transfer the missing nose, even if it did transfer, it would just become whatever the variant of that they are in yellow version, because the actual like Pokemon don't save their individual values. As far as like the glitched Pokemon won't save their glitched nature. They will just be basically turned into whatever the matching like index is for the game that they're in. It doesn't just like make up a new Pokemon that doesn't exist in the Pokedex in the bank, you know, for the new game. So even if I traded them in, they would become whatever the variants are for this version. And we would not be able to have the true to red and blue variants that we would normally want to see. So I'd have to build them into the game, which I could totally do. I would just need the details for each one, and I could do it. The Missingno data in red-blue just doesn't exist in yellow, so it becomes the yellow equivalent. Yep, exactly. I think that they still would be Missingnos, because I think the index is in the same order, but they wouldn't be the same glitched nature. Like, they'd be slightly different creatures. Different creations. Okay, I think that we're right about where we were last time now. With the experience, which is good. Had to add a couple of trainers to try to keep the experience exactly where it was, so that we don't have any goofy level ups here. There we go. And then bare minimum in the rocket hideout. I do think the rare candy was worth it. We could technically go to power plant and do it that way. However, it seems to make the most sense to just grab this rare candy. So we also get a PP up and a little bit of experience. So why not take it all at the same time? That's a good thing you wouldn't ruin yellow. Looks like they found a way to stop people from... oh, there's the poison gas again. Crazy. I'm trying to... Try to play the game and read the chat at the same time. Bad idea. Let me get to a place where I can run in a straight line, and then I can finish reading Fruitful's message here. Sounds like they found a way to stop people from messing up yellow and with Missingno. Yeah. The compatibility, like they had to think about all of these things to some extent. However, I mean, obviously there's a bunch of things you can just break the game with. I mean, there's probably a good chance that a lot of what they did in the early days was just not intentional at all. But you know. Yeah, we do want to. We did use Mimic. Okay. Fresh water and soda pop, and talk to the girl. And this should... We might even have a little bit more. This should be enough to... Oh, I didn't buy. Go back and buy an extra drink. We'll get an extra drink. Okay. There we go. Let's get out of here. Okay. Cut the tree. Open up Saffron. And go to Pokemon Tower. That's the goal here. Oh, didn't teach you yet. Let's open up Saffron first. We were 32 when we got to Erica. Erica's gym. So as long as we're on the same kind of path here, I think we should be working with pretty much the same level curve. Do-do, do. Do. Oh, that was pound, not body slam. It just roared. Body slam. Not the sand attack, you monster. We're full health. It works for me. Let's go. Okay, item. Oop, I need to move the super repel up here. Okay, we're just gonna go into this battle. Please go well. It was a 2-shot last time. Looks like we're dealing with the same numbers. Love it. We also got the level up, which I think might have come a little bit earlier, which is totally fine. Skip the HP up because I didn't really need it. Muck has great HP, not really worth taking the time to stop and use an item. Board game called Run Run Run? No, I've never heard of it. Okay, this is wild. There we go. I don't think I have any more full restore, any more potions. Just please play nice. Don't hit yourself a million times in a row. There we go. Easy peasy. Where's my Poké doll? Post in the Discord later about it. That sounds good. My badge boosted. My badge boosted again. Badge boosted again. Lost the badge boosts. Got a crit though. That speeds us up still. All right, 32 minutes. We are off to get our 4th badge. And then Sylph comes after that, so we don't see the 5th badge for a while, actually. Oop. I don't think there's really any reason to save here. I think I can just save before Erica. I think I might have slightly more stat experience based on that, or I just rolled better damage, one of the two. The fact that we didn't take any damage there is hilarious. Yes, we do want minimize over bide. I think we're actually slightly ahead then on our experience, which is great. Can minimize. Not bind. We might as well just set up all the way. It's going to badge boost us and just be helpful. Now I think we one-shot both Weeping Bell and the Gloom. Fantastic. We can go ahead and teach Mega Drain. Place a pound, so we have coverage for rock types. And we can get on with our day here and go out to the bike route. Super Repel here, as well as Poke Flutes. 3 good things about Missing No in red and blue. 1, item duplication. Yeah, item duplication was super cool. Let's see. 2, Pokemon over level 100, which I loved. I just loved being able to see Pokemon over level 100 because I thought it was like the most amazing thing. Shouldn't have used Mega Drain. I was thinking Pound was still in that slot. And 3, except for Mew and Pokemon not in the version being used, forcing Pokemon to appear wild of your choice. Like, that's pretty cool. I remember really being actually more interested in the Pokemon over level 100, even than Missing No itself. Because, like, I just thought that the other Pokemon being like level 200-ish were so insanely cool that was more what I was worried about. There it is. There's the other PP up. Let's go. So theoretically, like, the faster way is this. I'm really bad at it. I should practice. Oh. That routing, because it's a slightly better. I make so many other little fumbles, though, that it really doesn't matter that much. Ah, Nidoran. I could theoretically come back here after Sylph, but I kind of want the vitamins before Sylph. So I think it's worth, like, a couple of encounters. Oop. To have the vitamins a little earlier. Since it does seem like the only ones we can run into is still the Nidorans. Yeah. So because of that, it's not really any worse to be here at 35 than 36. So that's not the worst thing in the world. Okay. So now we're ready for Sylph. Oop, dig. First. And then fly second. Okay. So we want to get to 38. Which was only the regular trainers that we fight when we're going for experience. I kind of have a couple of routes that I use through Sylph. There's some that are more efficient. The one I used from Mew was like crazy efficient, where nothing, you don't do anything except what's absolutely mandatory, basically. You don't do this 10th floor or anything like that, even though there's a rare candy up here. And you just go for ultimate speed. You can also just do the basics where you don't come over like to these other farther places. And you stick more toward like the center paths through the building. This is a slightly more careful path for those that need a little bit of experience. You can also just obviously train up to ridiculous levels in here because there's a lot of experience available. We don't need that today though for Muck because it's actually been quite good. Oh, one more. Alright, there's level 36 and the card key. And a protein. Alright, so I know that we fought this guy. I'm going to go ahead and use my protein. Save. I fought this guy, the guy by the item in the next room over. And then I fought the Rocket Brother over by the healing room, as well as the guy in front of the healing room. I missed. Gen 1 miss. Get the Hyper Potion here, fight this guy. Okay, so I should be on a pretty good path to... Oh, that does like nothing. My goodness. Oh, did he set up light screen? I wasn't even paying attention for a light screen. No, it's a Sludge, unfortunately. Sludge could be a solid pick in some situations, but not always. Get out of here. You crazies? Crazy drowsies? Do you ever play red or blue, MT? Oh, yeah, I definitely did. I had all three copies, yellow, red, and blue, at different points as I grew up. I think my blue version I bought myself a few years later, from just like a used game store. Because back in the day, they were still recent enough they didn't gain a ton of value, but they were still, yeah, they're still hard to come by. But when you did, it wasn't like absolutely like insanely priced. If that makes sense. Because this would have been in like early 2000s, maybe mid 2000s probably actually, when I bought it for myself. For blue version. Red version I got, I think, a couple Christmases later, because I really wanted a copy of red and blue. Let's try to get rid of the sand slash as quickly as possible. And no, sand attack, good. Wow, this quick attack just keeps hitting. And I could Mega Drain or Thunderbolt. I'm going to Mega Drain a couple of times, actually, before I Thunderbolt. Try to get a little bit of HP. because Kadabra's going to come out and hit a crit. Ooh, that's unlucky. Right at the end of the battle. That's unlucky. He hit that last pin missile. He got that 25% chance. Not even, because pin missile's not even 100% accurate. Like a 20% chance. That's rough. Ooh, we got a defense drop, which is actually great for us as far as badge boosts. Because now our body slime is insanely strong. We have 301 attack. Craziness. Oh, we got confused. Confused no more. Okay, we got all the health back. That's what I was worried about. Body slam. Body slam might just one-shot now. No, it doesn't. Oh, because we leveled up. Oh well. We're good. Let's go. Had to do that fight twice. Anybody want dinner? For dinner? I don't know. I'm kind of up for whatever. I'll probably be done with stream here in like 30 minutes. If you want me to come help. If you're willing to wait, Veggie. Thanks for popping in. A wild veggie has appeared. The wild veggie. Okay, this should be fairly straightforward as well. Oh, I didn't really need to heal because I do get a free heal here. Oh well. I love, everyone's excited to see Veggie every time. It's great. Okay, let's beat up Giovanni. Body slam. Body slam. Mega Drain. And no level. Lovely. So we get to keep our badge boosts for Nidoqueen. And then we level. I love it. Planned out perfectly. Okay. Dig out of here. Now we're ready for Koga's Gym. And then we can get Strength. We are cruising. This is awesome. I don't know what to go buy to make dinner. Oh no! What are you hungry for, Veggie? Do. Oh, thank you, Juice. Juice trying to get me in trouble over here. We'll just Thunderbolt to preserve the body slams. Okay, save. I didn't check when we leveled here. Hopefully this works. Ooh, we dodged the Psychic early. That's good. That means we can fully set up here. Body slam. Body slam. Oh, Veggie, I didn't know for sure if you wanted to say in the chat or not. But yeah, the baby's name is going to be Enzo. E-N-Z-O. Enzo. I can't dig out of here. Do. There we go, and... Okay. That's the HMs out of the way. Surf and Strength for Squirtle instead of Lapras, since we don't have Lapras. And Strength, boom, rare candy, done. Out of here. Off we go. To Cinnabar. Surf on Squirtle. Let's go. Down to the mansion we go. Do need all of the vitamins here because the iron does make maybe a slight difference for specifically the Sand Slash. Oh, there's Eradicate. Focus energy is not very nice. Stop, Eradicate. I don't have any rare candies to use right now. So just be nice and don't knock me out. Should have tossed Toxic back there. Make sure I use all of these vitamins on the right Pokemon. Because if I used them on one of our HM pals, I'd be very sad. Thank you, Juice, for saying Enzo was an awesome name. I really like it too. Fruitful saying can't go wrong with pickles dipped in mustard. I'm a fan. Veggie would call that a sin. Absolutely. She likes pickles. She hates mustard. So I should be able to just fight the Ponyta trainer here. Let's see if I can do that. Theoretically, this should give us the level. Yep, okay. Excellent. We're right where we want to be, which is perfect. We're just perfect. Slightly different trainers in the early game, and it all worked out beautifully. Okay, 43 Blaine is possible, but risky. Let's go. Okay, Tail Whip early is great for us. We'll take a Flamethrower. I don't have the special boost yet. Okay, we have a million stacks of our badge boosts. Let's just crush Blaine now. Missed a Flamethrower. Love it. Easy. Easy. Okay. Let's dig out of here. Let's go. Gonna heal real quick. Gonna have to fight Sabrina now. We want to get to 46 for Giovanni, which is very doable. And whoop, you're over here. We're just gonna probably set up more on Abra this time instead of trying to set up on Kadabra, because that was a mistake. Let's go for it. Cosmic Enzo. Okay, minimize. Oh, there's the flash. It's now a bit of a 50-50, but we are more accurate than they are, at least to hit us. Oh my gosh. 5, 6. It took 6 tries to hit a body slam. Please just hit every single one now. Easy. Not even a problem. Once we hit one, we hit them all. Okay. I think we're prepped and ready. We got to fight trainers in Giovanni's gym. We have a couple of extra healing items this time, so I don't have to go back to the center afterward. Let's go ahead and fight him. Oh, I shouldn't have body slammed you. Oh, he spared. That's actually kind of great. He still moved. It's 45. Harden. Nope. I'm not going to learn Harden. I'm going to body slam this Doug Trio. Rival music. Giovanni is my true rival. Now here's the question. We get 46 after this fight. Because if everything's timed out perfectly here, it's going to exactly land where we need it to be. So that should knock out. Oh! We're so close to full health. I'm probably just going to send it. Let's go. We can't get hit by a fissure. Oh, dig is pretty bad too. Woo! But we crit. Okay. Minimize. 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 Okay. We also got screeched, but that's kind of great. Parad, guard spec. Lovely. Parad, guard spec. Body slam. Okay. There's the level. We heal. Misses an earthquake. Easy peasy. Not even a problem whatsoever. Only one reset so far is amazing for Muck. Muck is putting out an amazing performance tonight. Giovanni, the crit master, not today. You can try drilling out a core from a cucumber and filling it with mustard because a pickle is just a cucumber soaked in vinegar. And mustard has vinegar. There's slightly different texture. But I get the spirit. Muck, yeah. Okay, I think we set up here last time because there's not a ton that Sandslash can do besides Swift. Ooh, he crit the Swift, though. Whoa, hello. We'll take it because I got to heal. Doesn't one shot. He's setting up a, whatchamacallit, Solar Beam. There's the level up. We can Mega Drain maybe once here, and then Thunderbolt. So we have a little bit of damage here. He missed the Psychic, lovely. And that means we basically are home free. There we go. And that gets us level 49. No battles now, just Elite Four. We might have an A tier finish here. We still have to do all of Victory Road. I don't know if we can get S tier, possibly S tier from Muck. Yeah, no. This is actually really impressive. If we can not get any resets on Agatha because we actually know what we're doing now with Mimic and everything, this could mean that we make it to champ with one reset. It's very possible since our strategy is now figured out. Agatha was a big roadblock before as far as resets. This may be one of the best like turnarounds from first attempt to second as far as like time improvement, because that's insane. Okay, we use another repel, we use strength again. So we were over an hour and 30, just barely, but we're over an hour and 30, so we were D tier. We might go from D tier to S tier with Muck, just figuring out exactly like what we need to do. Oh, no, not yet. I gotta use that on the way back. We're mucking up Kanto. Indeed we are. Oh, I talked about this last time. I should have used a rare candy to prevent any encounters here from Onyx. Ah. There's the repel. Use repel and hop off the bike. And then we hop back on the bike. There. Bicycle and strength. And we go. Yeah, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. Maybe S tier, but easily A tier, which is better than I was expecting. I said that we were probably mid B tier. A tier, maybe if we did really well. Muck has just been like, okay, I'll take that as a challenge. Rupel said it would be S tier. I did not believe. I should have believed. I should have had faith in the Muck. Rare candy. Okay. No Screech. Abandoned Learning Screech. 6, 7, 8. Okay. Need to move the full resource to the top. Also, my rare candies there. Save. We have Mimic. We have Fire Blast. We're all good to go. Let's freaking go. Called A tier. I knew Muck could. It's very impressive. Okay, go to sleep. And we minimize, minimize, minimize. Body slam again. Now it's going to rest. Oh, takedown. There it goes, rest. We can just Mega Drain for funsies. And then Thunderbolts to get rid. And then Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt. Body Slam Jinx. And then 2 Thunderbolts on Lapras. Easy peasy, not even a single point of damage. I'm not even worried. We're just gonna go straight into the battle against the Hiker. Because we can knock him out here. We can 2-shot this Hitmonchan with Thunderbolt. Then I can set up Minimize just a couple of times. Not a double kick. And then Body Slam, Mega Drain, and then Body Slam, and get out of here, Machamp. Okay, I still don't need a full restore. Elixir, we're going to teach, at this point, we're going to teach Mimic in the place of Body Slam. Feels gross, but I gotta do it. And then Fire Blast in the place of Mega Drain. And then gotta use the PP ups. Fire Blast. Make sure I don't run out of attacks in the middle of Agatha's battle. Save, and we go. Woo! Okay. Only one reset. Nice. Yeah, we're doing really well. Okay, we're going to learn substitute. We're going to use our substitute. And then we're going to minimize to set up. Now we can't be confused, so I can set up all the way. Actually, I shouldn't set up all the way because we're about to level up after this Gengar. Too weak for a substitute, you silly fool. There we go. No to Acid Armor, even though it's a very good move in Gen 1. So we can set up even more now because we can't be affected by the status moves and we can't be confused. And then we can Thunderbolt you out of here. Fire Blast you. Fire Blast you. Fire Blast this Arbok. Thunderbolt should KO from there. Yeah, okay. And then Fire Blast. Burned. Fire Blast. And Thunderbolt should finish it off. Okay, there we go. No resets on Agatha. So you're telling me there's a chance. This is wild. Okay, we still have 2 rare candies, which is exactly like last time. Okay. Acid is fun. You're replacing your insulin pump? Perfect. That's really good, Annie. I'm glad that you're taking care of yourself and enjoying a quesadilla at the same time. That is life balance if I've ever heard it. Okay, Thunderbolt the Gyarados. We have to Fire Blast the Dragonair. Fire Blast the Dragonair again. Missed the Thunder Wave. Perfect. There's the level up. I'm going to Mimic. Ice Beam. I'm gonna Ice Beam the Dragonair. Ice Beam the Aerodactyl. It survives. He uses Fly. And then we outspeed. Barely. Oh, it survives? Oh, it's a roll. Oh my gosh. I didn't know that was a roll. Doesn't really matter because we had everything we could have possibly needed there. Okay. Save. Let's go. Possible S tier? This is crazy. Okay, minimize. There's 1 earthquake. Minimize. That was a high roll. 2 earthquakes. We should survive. 3 minimize. Now we're rolling the dice. There it is. I got greedy, but I really wanted the setup. Because I want the badge boosts. I could set up theoretically against Executor, which might make more sense. There's 1 low roll. If we get hit by another one, I will just start attacking. No, we're luckier this time. Okay. Ah! No, I attacked into Thunderbolt into the Sand Slash. That's a huge mistake. I didn't mimic. I didn't mimic. I didn't mimic. I just gotta reset that. Oh, that's a big mistake too. That's the S tier. Dang it. Dang it, that might be the S tier. I didn't mimic Earthquake. I forgot we were doing that. Oh, but we dodged the first Earthquake. That's actually great. Because now he'll do less damage on follow-up Earthquakes. Hey, we got full setup. Okay, Mimic, Earthquake. Can't believe I forgot that. Oh, he crits. Oh, no. Oh. The Sand Slash. We had it so perfect and I forgot Earthquake. I can't believe it. Although maybe if I'd mimicked one extra time there, he would have knocked us out anyway. I don't know. It would have changed the battle slightly. Okay, there's a second Earthquake. I need to mimic Earthquake and just move on now. Fire Blast. That should still knock out with 5. That does. Now we have Earthquake. I Gen 1 missed the Earthquake. That's crazy. Okay. We can minimize once here because this is a much safer spot. And then Fire Blast. And then Thunderbolt. And then Earthquake. There's Quick Attack. 64. Earthquake. For the win. 1 hour and 49 seconds. What the muck? It's mucking ridiculous. Muck is insanely good. With minimize, Muck is insanely good. That's the thing. Without minimize, not nearly as good. But that signature move, well, not really exactly a signature move, but like that really rare move for Muck makes a world of difference. 3 hours, 49 minutes of game time, 4 resets, a total of 1 hour and 49 seconds of real time. Pretty dang good. Obviously, with a perfect play, I think we could get under an hour. But I will take it for now. Could have been S tier next time for sure. Yeah. Could have been S tier. I think if we were to replay it, it would be. With a little bit cleaner play. But pretty happy with that for now. Pretty happy with that. I thought that an hour 10 might be pushing it. Nope. Muck can do around an hour through the whole game. Insanely good. Insanely good. Okay, let's pull up the tier list though. Where does that place us on the tier list? That will put us right between right between Zapdos and Lapras in the A tier. Very close. One of those three, like the Poliwrath, Zapdos, and also Muck, could all be S tier with another playthrough, I think. It's in that group of very, very high A tier, very nearly S tier Pokemon. I would have just gone for it when I forgot the Earthquake, just to use a fire move on Jolteon. Maybe I didn't have a lot of them left. I was not looking forward to it. I probably should have just gone for it. Maybe tried to steal something else. But we will for sure get another chance with this in the future. I'm pretty happy though with a high A tier finish, because I feel like it's going to be much more indicative of its average performance, because we got insanely good luck for Blaine and for Sabrina. That could have gone a very different way. Snorlax is so beautiful. Snorlax is my spirit Pokemon. Snorlax also needs a new playthrough, because I think Snorlax could be top of S tier, like along with Persian, with another playthrough, because that was one of the first I did on the channel. Like I said before, I'd been solo running for about a year in the Scott's Thoughts community before I started doing so on the channel. But I've learned so much over the last, 2 years now on the channel, that I'm so much better at the solo running. I think that the results will be significantly different. Snorlax's baby girl, 100%. But yeah, high A tier finish for Muck. Not too bad at all. Not too shabby. I like it. With only 4 resets as well. Pretty darn solid for a poison type. That means we have a few poison types up toward the top of the tier list, which is a big surprise. So we got Gengar up here, we got Nidoking and Nidoqueen, we got Vileplume, and now Muck, all toward the top. Arbok did not fare as well, but Muck's pretty dang good with Minimize. 72-hour stream of solo runs after the list is complete. Just 72 hours straight. That'd be pretty intense. It'd be fun to maybe do a supercut of the second runs of like a bunch of different Pokemon all together for like a big supercut stream. That could be kind of interesting. But I'm pretty happy with that. Muck and A tier is where we end for tonight. But we do obviously have to choose our next Pokemon for next week. And to do that, we're going to have to spin that wheel. That's all right. You're playing the game faster than me. Well played. Well, thank you so much, Roofle. Have you tried solo running on your own? It'd be cool to see what you guys are capable of. I mean, I have some info in the Discord if you ever want to try. Anybody that hasn't, and I can give advice on how to set up a pretty similar setup. You know, to get a timer The overlay is stuff that I've built, and it's really hodgepodge. It's not something I can really give out and have it function in any real way, because it's relying on a lot of old software that doesn't really exist anymore for download. And it's an absolute mess to run, but you know. And to need to do Kangaskhan after Reggie has the baby, that'd be really fun. I mean, is Kangaskhan... Yeah, Kangaskhan's on the wheel, so we have a shot at it right now. Raichu will be next, says Darius. Chris says Paris. Paris would be a brutal one. There's some good ones. There's some bad ones on here. I want to actually add some really bad runners to the wheel for upcoming streams. Stuff like Coughing and Rattata. But we'll see what we get this time. Let's spin that wheel. It's going to be... Oh, okay. I'm pretty happy with this. Looks like it's going to be Magmar. It is. That's Magmar. Okay. Very nice. Let's see if I have an image of Magmar here to do the sign off with here to be my buddy. Let's see. Do I have a Pokemon Yellow Magmar? We don't have a Pokemon Yellow Magmar. Nope. I'll just grab a regular Magmar. Just throw him on here. There we go. Boop. There we go. There he is. There's our guy for the next one. Magmar is up next. Hey, Moxie, welcome back. Oh, and thank you for the 10 gifted. You really meant it. Look at that. We got a bunch of new members from that. Utopia got one as well. I love that. Scythian. Mr. Weenus got one. And he still didn't get a membership. That's crazy. Magmar is fine too. It was my favorite in Gen 1 as a kid. I love that, Justin. Is that Ari Fish or Oral Fish that got one, Moxie? Oh, okay, apparently it's only Magmortar that gets Thunderbolt. Aw, man, really? I know Magmar gets Psychic. Does Magmar not get Thunderbolt? I kind of want to check this out now. Let's see. Magmar Gen 1 Learn Set. Gen 1 Learn Set. Does he not get Thunderbolt? Ooh, that means it's going to be a pretty rough one. Doesn't get Psychic, which is pretty good. We do get access to Flamethrower, but only at 55? At level 55? That's so late. Oh my gosh, we don't even get Fire Punch until level 43. Oof. We have early access to Psychic, though. We got Seismic Toss Psychic, Body Slam pretty early. But we don't get... We probably will get Fire Blast before we get Flamethrower. That's sad. She's a friend of mine IRL. I love that, Moxie. That's awesome that she got a gifted then. That's perfect. Magmar starts with Leer, Confuse Ray, and Fire Punch. I mean, starts with, it doesn't learn the move until 36 to get Leer. Ember's not terrible for Brock. Misty is going to be a bit of a nightmare. We could get Body Slam before Misty, though, which would really help. Also, Seismic Toss. Could be decent. Yeah, Magmar's going to be an interesting one. Fire Punch would be a great move to start. It doesn't start with it. It gets it at level 30-something. I do get Bide for Misty, and I get Body Slam. Yeah, little Bulbasaur, you do indeed, Arlfish, right? With an L? It looks like it. Hard to tell I's and L's on the chat. Early Erica, 100%. Yeah, Fire Punch is level 43. So we only have Ember for Erica. That's not great. What do our stats look like? 85. We only had 85 special in Gen 1. It has 100 special attack now, but 85 special now in Gen 1 and 95 attack. It's actually higher attack than it is special. Oof. I'm scared of Lance's Gyarados. It's gonna be a nightmare. Thank you, Brad, for the 10 gifted. You guys are amazing. Let's see if we can get one for Annie. Is it gonna go? Let's see. Annie got one. We finally got it. You couldn't dodge us forever, Annie. And Wyatt got one. I love it. And Rain. And Tree. I love it. Thank you so much, Brad. Huge W's from Brad. The curse has been broken. We have all the Pikachus now. I love it. W, Brad. Some hearts for Brad in the chat. That's amazing. Thank you, Brad. Brad is amazing. Just stopping by and dropping 10. Incredible stuff. You got multiple. There were multiple people that couldn't get a membership all day, Brad. And then you just come in and immediately fixes the problem. Brad, the MVP. I love it. Annie, I want to kiss this thing on the forehead and lips. The Lapras. Agreed. Lapras is adorable. W, Brad. I love it. Fantastic. Well, I think that's what we'll end for tonight. I do plan on streaming Ironmon tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So keep an eye out for that. And then next week is Magmar coming up next. That's going to be a good one. So stay tuned. Yeah. I will be off the last week of May, but we're going to still have a few more weeks before then. So no worries about that. Streams will continue as per usual for now. Everyone have a fantastic evening. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a fantastic day or weekend if I don't see ya. Lord Dome did indeed get Annie a membership. Blastoise will be soon. Don't you worry, Tree. But for now, have a fantastic evening. Bye.